Welcome all of you friends again. It's our second lecture on the same topic from your 12th English textbook, section 2nd, 2.2, the poem from it, Indian Weavers. The poem is written by Sarojini Naidu. Now, the first one we have done it already. Now the second extract on page number 100. Now, the second extract on page number 100, I am going to read it. Weavers weaving at fall of night. Why do you weave a garment so bright? Like the plumes of a peacock, purple and green. We weave the marriage veils of a queen. Now, in this extract, the first two lines are the question to the Indian weavers asked by Sarojini Naidu. So here once again, Sarojini Naidu asked the question to Indian weavers, that weavers weaving at fall of night. Here I have written here the word from the extract. At fall of night means at the evening time, when there is darkness. So it is called as the at fall of night. At this time of evening, here Indian weavers, they are weaving here such a type of garment which here the question is asked by Sarojini Naidu. At that time, Sarojini Naidu asked the question to Indian weavers, why do you weave a garment so bright? So Indian weavers, what you are weaving now, this garment is look like so bright. So like the plumes of a peacock. Plumes means here, plumes means soft feather. So whatever here Indian weavers weaving by using tools, so this garment is definitely like the plumes of a peacock, a soft feather of a peacock. The feather of a peacock looks like it has the color purple and green, and as well as here whatever Indian weavers were weaving, this garment is also like purple and green. So here the direct comparison is made by the poet Sarojini Naidu. The soft feather of peacock is directly compared to here the garment of the Indian weavers. And again here, last line of this extract, we weave the marriage veils of a queen. Here veils means what? Veils means here such a type of clothes especially used by a person to cover one's face. That cloth is called as veil. Now here Indian weavers said to Sarojini Naidu, or answered the question to Sarojini Naidu, that we weave the marriage veil, the marriage dress especially for a queen. Now in this extract, the happiest moment of one's life is described by the poet. Now at the time of marriage ceremony, at the time of happiest moment, all the people are become very happy, and that's why this happiest moment also reflect in that garment. Here this garment, which garment is made by here the Indian weavers. Now we are now coming towards here last extract. I am going to read it. Weavers weaving solemn and still. What do you weave in moonlight chill? White as a feather and white as a cloud. We weave a dead man's funeral shroud. So here again, once again, in the earlier two extracts, the poet is not depicted the moods of the weavers. But in the last extract of this poem, definitely here the poet expressed the Indian weavers' mood. And that is here, weavers weaving solemn and still. In this extract, solemn means very serious, and still, the second word is here, still. Still means steady, without any movement. So, weavers weaving solemn and still. What do you weave in the moonlight chill? So, whatever the garment is made by the weavers at the time of moonlight, it was totally darkness there, and in that darkness, the Indian weavers were weaving so seriously and so steadily without moving in the chill moonlight. Extremely there is coldness there was coldness, and in that coldness, in the darkness, these Indian weavers were weaving with seriously and without moving continuously. They were working on their garment, and at that time also the first line of this extract also the question by Sarojini Naidu to Indian weavers, and that time Sarojini Naidu asked the question to Indian weavers that what do you weave in moonlight chill? So whatever you are making here, what do you are making here? So at that time the answer of the weaver is that the garment which is made by here Indian weavers, this garment is like white as a feather. The color of that garment, whatever here Indian weavers making, this garment is white as a feather and white as a cloud. So we weave a dead man's funeral shroud. The last line of the extract is nothing but the answer to the question of Indian weavers. To the question of Sarojini Naidu. Now here Indian weavers said that we weave a dead man's funeral shroud. What were they making? Definitely here in the last line, the Indian weavers were making a dead man's funeral shroud. Here shroud means what? Here I have also given the last word. Shroud means here a cloth in which a dead person is wrapped or colored. That cloth is called here shroud. Now here whatever the garment was made by Indian weaver, this garment is for the funeral ceremony of someone's death there. So the cloth is making by the weavers there. So the color of that garment also white, and so that it's the saddest moment of everyone's life, and that's why this sadness, this unhappiness also reflect in that garment. And so the garment is like white and feather, white as a feather and white as a cloud, and that's why also here Indian weavers were become solemn, very serious and very steadily they were making Indian garments there. So here the mood of the Indian weavers reflects. Now this much only about the poem. Now we are going to see the pattern of the poem. So as well as all of you knew that we all have covered all the extracts of the poem. So all these extracts are the first two lines are the question asked by Sarojini Naidu to Indian weavers, and in every and each extract last line is nothing but the answer to the Sarojini Naidu's question by Indian weavers. Now here the rhyming words in every extract. In the first line of the first extract there is rhyming first and second line, there are rhyming words day and gay. In the third and fourth lines there are rhyming words wild and child. In the second extract from the first and second lines rhyming words night and blight. In the third and fourth line the words green and queen, these are rhyming words, as well as in the last extract of this poem the rhyming words are from first line steel and chill, and from the fourth and fifth line cloud and shroud. So these we called as the rhyming words of this poem. Now come towards again rhyme scheme. So here the first line, as well as I told you all the rhyming words from all the extract, so that we can say that A, B, B, C, C, D, D, like this we have the rhyme scheme of all the extract. Now this poem has the dialogue pattern, because here the extracts depicts here question and answers, so we can say that it is in the form of dialogue form, as well as we come to here the theme, to here the theme flock. So all the flock theme we came across in in whole the poem, because we see here the Indian folkness in whole the poem. There are the characters also Indian, whatever the climate or whatever the occasion depicted by here the poet, all these are Indian. So we can say that there is folk theme described by the poet. Now the second is here the context. So whatever in context this poem was written, that period was at the time of freedom struggle. So at that time, as all of you knew that in introduction also we have took that Sarojini Naidu was took very important role, or took here a very important part in our freedom struggle, and that's why she also very much influenced by Mahatma Gandhi ji and his principle, as well as at that time in our India there were the rule of British government. That's why here the newspaper were banned, because it is the one of the most important medium to express one's thoughts and feelings there and emotions. That's why newspaper totally were banned by British government. And here Sarojini Naidu was used poetry as a medium to express his sensations, to express his feelings towards Indian society. So that's why here one of the best message given by her in this poem, and that is used here Swadeshi, and as well as at any occasion we must use the Indian goods and we must respect Indian profession. So this is also two messages given by here Sarojini Naidu. Now come towards here, lots of figures of speech used by, we called it as poetic devices, lots of figures of speech used by the poetess. One of the most important figure of speech used by here the poet Sarojini Naidu. In the third extract it remains there. The figure of speech simile is used by the poet. Now the garment of the Indian weaver is directly compared to soft feather. Sorry, not soft feather. The garment of the Indian weaver is compared to feather and cloud. So white color of cloud and white color of feather there. So in the last extract, as well as I have given you in the first extract also, it is the direct comparison between the Helison wild wings colored blue is directly compared to newborn child's garment color. In the second extract, the peacock's soft feathers color purple and green, these colors are directly compared to marriage bells of a queen. So these all figures of speech, or this is one of the most figure of speech used by the very prominently, very effectively by the poet Sarojini Naidu. Now second is here visual imaginary used by the poet. Visual imaginary means here lots of the names of colors, as well as the lots of the colors used by here Sarojini Naidu. For example, here purple, green, blue, then white, all these colors we have come across in this poem. So by using all these colors, definitely here the poet makes the poem very beautiful because of the use of all these colors. Next is here imagery also used by the poet there, and we can say here the repetition also used by the poet. Repetition here in this way we can say that, because in this poem in every and each extract's first lines few words here, weavers weaving, these two words, and in the last line of every extract we view these two words also repeated in first, second and third extract. So we can say here that repetition figure of speech is also used by the poet here. Now we can say that this poem is nothing but the one's life journey here from birth to death, all the depiction described by the poet here. As well as we can get here all the Indianness we can found here in this poem. So these all may help you for the appreciation of the poem. Okay, thank you so much.